reptiles are snakes and lizards, and it's pretty easy to distinguish some lizards from snakes. However, many people have trouble distinguishing turtles and tortoises. And so it's important to identify whether the creature is a turtle or tortoise, because say you find a tortoise on the road and you want to get it to safety. But say you think that that tortoise is a turtle when really it's not. And so you go and put the tortoise in a river, but really tortoises can't swim and so it drowns. This is why it's important to identify whether a tortoise is a turtle or whether a turtle is a tortoise. My name is Stella, and today we're going to be talking about how to identify a turtle and a tortoise. Let's start off with, in my opinion, the easiest thing on how to identify a turtle or a tortoise. Tortoises will live in land. They'll live in tropical forests, deserts, anything of that sort, but tortoises will live on land. And turtles will live in the water. And turtles are semi-aquatic, meaning that they will go on land or like a log to bask or something, but they will spend the majority of their time around water. So that's one way you can determine whether a turtle is a turtle and if a tortoise is a tortoise. Also, turtles will be around bodies of water more often than tortoises. The next way you can identify a turtle or a tortoise is by looking at their shells. We all know that tortoises and turtles have shells, and that this is where people get confused. I mean, turtles and tortoises look pretty similar. I mean, they have shells, they have scales, and so the shells are actually a very important part in identifying turtles or tortoises. Turtles will have very streamlined shells or very flat shells. They do this so that it helps them glide in the water. Turtle shells are also very light. This helps them glide through the water and avoid sinking. However, tortoises' shells are much more domed, and tortoises' shells are also pretty heavy compared to turtles. So by looking at the shells of a turtle or a tortoise, you can identify what the creature is. The third way you can identify a turtle or a tortoise is by looking at their legs. The back legs of a tortoise will pretty much be like an elephant's. It's going to be like a cylinder with toes. So that's what the back legs of tortoises look. And also, tortoises' legs are naturally really like chunky, like thick, and the legs of turtles are very like slim. Another way you can identify a turtle or a tortoise by using their legs is by looking at how they stand. Tortoises will always stand on their toes. They'll always stand on their nails. However, turtles, when they walk, their entire foot touches the ground. So tortoises step on their toes or nails, and turtles step on their entire foot. The last way you can identify if it's a turtle or a tortoise by looking at the legs is tortoises will have more bent legs than turtles. They do this because if you're a tortoise, just imagine you're a tortoise for a second, you're going to be climbing on lots of land, and you need to get up on all those rocks, you need to get up. And so an easier way for them to walk is by doing this. So their legs are going to be bent because it just helps them walk. And so tortoises' legs kind of look like that because tortoises also, some tortoises also dig. And so these legs that go this way, or like the claws, it'll help them push off the ground so that they can walk across rocky terrain or on the land. And turtles' legs will be more webbed. The last way to identify if it's a turtle or a tortoise is by looking at their diets. Tortoises are strict omnivores. They only eat vegetables. However, turtles can eat vegetables and they can eat meat. They can eat like fish and stuff like that. So this shows how turtles and tortoises are different using their diets. Also, a quick fun fact, baby turtles, they are left alone by their parents. However, tortoise parents stay and watch the babies for 90 to 120 days. That's just a fun fact that I thought you should know if you want to distinguish turtles or tortoises that way. And now, I'm going to have you guys do a little quiz. I'm going to put up images, and I want you to guess in your head if it's a turtle or tortoise. And next to the image, or something like that, I'll put if your answer was correct. I'll put if the image is a turtle or a tortoise. So, by looking at the images, it's a good way for you to distinguish turtles or tortoises. So basically, what's going to happen is you have 10 seconds to guess if the image is a turtle or tortoise. Are you ready? And I just want everyone to know if the 10 seconds isn't enough, you can pause the video and guess yourself. And it's okay if you don't get it correct. We're all here to practice. Are you ready? Let's begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you have your answer in mind? The answer was tortoise. Let's move on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer was, drumroll please, tortoise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The image was a turtle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have your answer in mind? The answer is, drumroll, turtle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one was kind of easy, and the answer was turtle. Anyways, I hope you learned how to distinguish or identify a turtle or a tortoise. Sometimes it can be pretty tricky, but it also can be pretty easy for some people. For example, for some people, you can just look at the patterning of the tortoise or turtle, and you can identify it that way. But everyone's different. Everyone has their own skill set. So these are just some easy ways you can identify a tortoise or a turtle. Anyways, remember to comment any video ideas you have down below, and I'll see you next time. This helps them glide through, but they always, they do this because if you're a tortoise,